They stopped for ice cream. Within minutes, her fiancé was on the ground, shot in front of their 2 children. She grabbed her phone and called 911, standing over him in the parking lot.
Daddy's Clearwater Police, this is CS.
Clearwater Rescue is responding for gunshot trauma. The caller gave the Dunkin Donuts 2551 Gulf to Bay Boulevard, mapping directly in front for a gunshot trauma.
Daddy's going to be okay. Just stay there. Daddy's going to be all right.
Okay, what's going on, caller? Caller,
No.
what's going on? Caller,
Oh, my God.
what's going on?
His dad was just shot in front of them.
Okay.
So, a guy that works in Dunkin Donuts, he's a complete insane lunatic.
Okay, what's going on?
Do it. Rescue is coming to you. Is there an ambulance coming?
Yes, they're on the way. They're on the way. Who had the weapon?
The guy that had the weapon is in the parking lot across the street. I guess he's talking to the police officers now.
Okay, so he's with officers?
Yes.
Okay.
He's on the ground with his hands up over his head. I guess they're arresting him.
Okay. All right. And one moment. Okay, and where's your husband?
He's on the ground, shot, laying here.
Okay, in the Dunkin parking lot?
Yes.
Okay. Did you witness the shooting?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right, were there any other shooters other than the man across the street?
No, he worked at Dunkin Donuts.
Okay. All right. FD, are you still on the phone?
I am.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Ma'am, how old is your fiance?
38. I know.
Are you back with him now?
Yeah, the police officer just ran over here with them. I gotta go be with my kids. They just watched their dad get shot. They think he's gonna die.
Okay, I'm gonna get some help on the way from medical, though. I understand the police officer's there. Is he talking to your fiance?
Yeah. No. Don't look. Daddy's okay. He just got grazed in the side. It's okay. It's all right.
Suzanne.
Yeah.
Is your fiance awake?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, is he breathing?
Awake. Yeah.
FD?
Yeah.
You're in a warm zone.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. He's not going to die. I promise you he's not going to die. Okay?
Okay, FD, are you done?
Yeah, I let him know. Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
He's not going to die, guys.
Okay, ma'am.
I promise you. I know for a fact. Yes? I'm sorry.
Okay, we have help on the way. Not to worry. Help is on the way, okay?
Okay.
Okay. What is your name? Okay.
June.
All right. And you're with your children?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, FD, if you have any
Okay.
questions.
I do. Thank you. Are you still with your fiance now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to get some help on the way, and I'm going to give you some instructions for the bleeding.
He's not dead. Okay. Well, there's police, like, cutting his pants off, and over there doing stuff right now.
They're doing what?
There's two police officers. They cut his pants off, and they're doing stuff now, I guess.
Okay. Are they applying a tourniquet?
Yeah.
FD?
Yes.
Okay, we need a second response from you all as well for the suspect.
Okay. I'll let him know. Hold on.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, so to your knowledge, there's no other shooter, correct?
No.
Okay, and where is the
He
gun?
worked at the Dunkin Donuts. What the is wrong with him? He is a complete lunatic.
Okay, where's the gun, ma'am?
The gun. They're so scared.
I understand. I understand. You're doing great. You're doing great. Just stay calm for the kids. Where's the gun?
The gun is on the guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the officer?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
With the police
Okay.
people. Okay, I'm with the officer now.
Okay, go ahead and talk to the officers, okay?
It happened just after 6 p.m. outside a Dunkin' Donuts in Clearwater, Florida. 38-year-old Jewett Steele had gotten into an argument with an employee, 22-year-old Khalil Shahid, inside the store. Witnesses said things escalated quickly. Other staff members tried to step in, but Shahid wasn't backing down. As the family left through the front entrance, he walked out the back and circled the building, before meeting Steele in the parking lot and opened fire. Thankfully, police were already nearby and rushed to the scene after being flagged down. They found the victim on the pavement, his fiancée trying to shield and calm the kids, who had just watched their father get shot. Shahid, still armed, was found across the street in the Sam's Club parking lot. Officers say he surrendered without resistance, lying face down on the pavement, the weapon still on him when they made the arrest. Steele was transported to Bayfront Health Hospital. His injuries were serious, but doctors expected him to survive. As of the latest update, he remained in stable condition and recovering. Clearwater Police Chief Daniel Slaughter called the shooting senseless and deeply troubling.
There's really no logic that I can apply to understand how this unfolded. We believe at this point that we're going to move on the presumption that there must be some other information that we're still trying to figure out. Once we're able to speak more with the victim after his medical treatment, hopefully we'll be able to get more details on what led to the argument in the first place.
The 22-year-old didn't have a concealed carry permit, which made it illegal to have the gun even if it was legally purchased. He was taken into custody that night, charged with aggravated battery and unlawful possession, then later released on bond. Witnesses backed up what the police had reported. People inside remembered hearing an argument, but no one expected it to follow them out into the parking lot or end in gunfire. Co-workers also noticed changes in Shahid's behavior. One employee said he'd been on edge for days. Security footage from inside the store is now part of the investigation, along with witness interviews and audio recordings from the day. Police have made it clear, beyond a verbal dispute, there's no indication that Steele provoked the shooting. The attack is being treated as unprovoked and without justification. Shahid faces up to 15 years in prison if convicted on the battery charge. Additional charges may follow as the investigation continues. On a quiet morning in Orlando, Florida, Rania DeWitt opened her front door to find a small bag of fruit sitting neatly on the porch. No note, no message, just a strange comment from the woman who left it, and a fast getaway in a blue SUV. It could have been nothing, but for Rania, wife of Jeremy DeWitt, a man with a long list of legal troubles and a flair for deception, it felt like something more, something meant to unsettle. Her husband had just been in court the day before. The timing wasn't lost on her. The woman suspected of leaving the bag was Jennifer Burton, a former flame of Jeremy's and one of many people tangled in his chaotic orbit. Jennifer and Jeremy had met years earlier on a dating site. Their brief relationship ended badly, like most things with Jeremy did. What followed was a long, messy trail of accusations, police reports, and restraining orders, many involving Rania, who found herself pulled into the fallout. Jennifer accused Jeremy of manipulation, abuse, and retaliation. Jeremy accused Jennifer of extortion, threats, and lies. He claimed she made false reports, sent messages from spoofed numbers, and tried to destroy his marriage. But any narrative that painted Jeremy as a helpless victim ignored the larger truth. Jeremy DeWitt was no stranger to chaos. He was already a registered offender. He had impersonated police officers on camera for decades. He had lied to the courts, falsified documents, and used his charm to blur the line between reality and illusion, both professionally and personally. By 2021, he wasn't just being watched, he was being investigated, charged, and convicted. And still, Rania stayed, or tried to. She had endured more than most women ever should. The betrayals, the public humiliation, the silent, creeping anxiety of being caught between a husband she wasn't sure she trusted and a woman she definitely feared. Despite court orders and police warnings, the contact from Jennifer never really stopped. It just shifted. There were no more screaming matches, No more direct threats. Now it was messages, strange visits, carefully placed deliveries, and then the fruit. It wasn't threatening on its face, but it was intentional, carefully timed, personal.
911, where's your emergency?
Can I get an officer here, please?
What's the address?
Kissimmee, Florida.
Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
There is some guy showed up at my house, left me a package or something in a bag in the floor, and left. I took a picture of his car, and he left. Even though I said, I don't know who you are, what is this bag? He's like, I know you had a rough day this morning. It's just some creep. And I have a 4-year-old.
Okay, he left what kind of package? Is it just a normal package?
I don't know. I'm not touching it. It's just a bag of something from 7-Eleven.
Okay. Stay on the line 1 moment here. What's your phone number and name?
Creepy.
What's your name? Spell it for me. And your last name? Okay, and how many minutes ago did he leave that at your front door?
He literally just left right now. I told him, I'm going to take a picture of you. I'm going to take a picture of your car. Please leave.
Okay, is he no longer on scene?
He left.
Okay, I need to get his description. Was he white, black, or Hispanic?
He's white.
Okay, how old did he appear to be?
He looks like he's in his 40s.
40s? What color shirt and pants was he wearing?
It's like a floral shirt and I think shorts. I didn't really take a good look at him because I was trying to grab my phone. I think his shorts were like brown.
Brown? Okay. What color vehicle did he leave in? And what direction did he take?
It's blue and it's a small SUV, but I don't know if it's a Toyota or what. I'm not sure. But it's like royal blue.
Okay, and what direction did he take after he left?
He just went. We live in a cul-de-sac, so he just went outside the cul-de-sac, but I can't see him after that. Like, I don't have the ability to see where he went.
1 moment here. Okay, and he just left it. He left it at your door, and what did he say?
He just said, I know you had a rough day today because my husband is in court. And, he had a court day this morning, and, so I don't know who these people.
He said, I know you had a rough day and what?
Yes, and because my husband had a case in court this morning. So I don't know if this is related or not, but just a random guy showing up at my door, knocking on my door, delivering some stuff for me. It's just not normal.
Okay, 1 moment here. All right, we have the call in, and we're going to have a unit en route to you as soon as possible. Oh, we have a unit en route right now. And is this a house or an apartment?
It's a house. I'm so sorry. It's just...
Okay. All right. Well, the call is in, and we have units en route, okay? So lock your doors and windows, and don't touch the package.
Security footage and witness reports later confirmed it was Jennifer Burton. Deputies believed the timing, just after Jeremy's court appearance, wasn't a coincidence. The delivery was documented. No charges were filed, but it wasn't ignored. They advised Rainier to consider filing for an injunction. Because this wasn't about fruit, it was about control and presence, and the chilling reminder that some people don't need to speak to send a message. It marked a shift for Rainier. For years, she'd stood by Jeremy's side, defending him through court cases and controversies. But the bag on the porch, small, harmless, and quiet, told her what she needed to know. This wasn't over, and she was no longer waiting for it to get worse, filing for divorce soon after. People drop off all kinds of things at Goodwill: clothes, furniture, old electronics. But on a Saturday night in Anderson, South Carolina, someone left behind something no one expected: a cardboard box filled with bones. It was close to 10:30 p.m. when the first 911 call came in.
There's a box sitting over there beside the Goodwill. It's got suspicious bones in it, and they got like 2 human teeth in it.
But she disconnected the call before dispatchers could get more details. Minutes later, Another call came in from a man who had also come across the box.
What also got in it? So you said leg bones?
It's got one, two, it looks like two lower leg bones. One, some other kind, I don't know. One part of a smaller bone and some skull pieces.
When police responded to the Goodwill on North Main Street, they quickly confirmed it wasn't a prank. There was a mix of bones, some small, others clearly shaped like parts of a human leg. Several appeared aged and withered, and there was no clear explanation of how they'd gotten there. Surveillance footage gave investigators their first lead. A man had dropped the box off earlier that night. Police located him and learned that he had been hiking near the Grayland subdivision, a wooded area just a few miles away. He said he had come across the bones while walking through the woods, gathered them in a box, and decided to leave them at a donation drop-off area, hoping, she said, that someone else would call police. Later that night, a woman approached officers at the Goodwill and said she knew more about where the bones had been found. She led them to the wooded area, where a full-scale search began the following morning. By 7 a.m., law enforcement and the county coroner's office were combing through the woods near Grayland. More bones were recovered, scattered across the area, partially buried under brush and debris. Some had clearly been there for a long time. Officials said the scene didn't appear to be a formal gravesite, but the exact origin of the remains was unclear. Of the bones recovered from the box, 2 were quickly ruled out as animal remains. The others were suspected to be human. Photos were sent to a pathologist, and the coroner's office began coordinating with state and federal agencies to begin DNA testing. As of now, no identity has been confirmed. Investigators believe the remains belonged to someone who had been deceased for several years. The area where the bones were found isn't known to be a cemetery, but in rural parts of the state, it's not uncommon for old, unmarked burial plots to exist without documentation. Still, nothing found at the scene indicated the remains had been buried with care or intention. No one has been arrested or charged in connection with the case. The man who found the bones and brought them to Goodwill is not considered a suspect. Officials say he cooperated fully and led them to the exact location where the rest of the remains were found. The case remains open. DNA testing will take months, and identification, if it's even possible, may take longer. For now, the remains sit in the custody of the Anderson County Coroner's Office. All anyone knows for certain is that someone left the box at Goodwill, and inside it was a mystery still waiting to be solved. For more True 911 calls, watch this episode next.